My name is Stephanie and I'll be today's moderator. Today's webinar is going to introduce to you to a new fundraising tool for your UCP program or nonprofit. But before we get started, I'd like to go over a few webinar housekeeping items. I just want to make sure that everyone on this webinar can indeed hear me. If you could please click on the hand icon on the GoToWebinar control panel. I'll give you a few more seconds there to raise your hand. Okay, great. All attendees will be muted. At the end of the presentation, we'll have time for questions. Simply type them into the question field on the control panel, and we'll try to answer as many as possible. So now, let's go ahead and get started, and let me introduce Glenn. Glenn?
Hey, good afternoon. Thank you, Steph. Appreciate that. I'm going to make sure I have control over my PowerPoint here. There we go. All right. Well, welcome and thank you for taking the time today to join us and hear about our program. My name's Glenn Goulias, and I'm one of the people that founded CauseNetwork, and we started about 2 years ago. And our goal here is to make the market more efficient. We put our causes first. This is really about raising money for you guys. And our goal, long term, is to build a marketplace where everybody benefits. Supporters, causes, and even the retailers who provide the funding. So why did we get into this? What's wrong with this picture? One of the things we discovered early on when we first started looking at the marketplace was businesses make business decisions around corporate donations. They pick a cause, usually chosen by management or the board of directors, and their goal is to connect to an audience. Sure, they care about the cause and they want to support, but for them it's really a business decision. And what we found was that post-donation advertising exceeds the amount of money in corporate donations. So the question we asked ourselves was, how do we move money from the right side over to the left side so that commerce is a much better engine for causes than it is today? And so as we dug in more, here's some of the information that we found. In 2008, when the financial crisis hit, trust in businesses dropped pretty dramatically. And today, I think only Congress is less trusted than business owners and CEOs. So as a result of the downturn, giving went down, causes started scrambling to do more to raise money, and businesses started to react to improve their brand. Well, while this was happening, a massive shift occurred in the marketplace, and consumers are shifting their purchasing behavior much more toward businesses that support great causes. The problem is that a lot of times this is very inefficient for the business because they can't always get to the audience they're looking to connect with. But as you can see from the data here on the right, the case is very strong and the trend is very, very real. Financial institutions are beginning to put more and more constraints and demands on the businesses that they support, looking for more social responsibility, smaller carbon footprint, clean supply chains. It's all, some people refer to it as conscious capitalism. But the numbers are very real and they're getting bigger every year. As you can see, last year, the number actually was about 70% of consumers that purchased a brand because it supported a cause. And that's pretty significant. So, how does the system work? What we do is we look to capture that cause marketing budget, the budget inside of a business that they use to let everybody know what a good job they're doing and how socially responsible they are. And our system turns those advertising dollars into donations. We capture a donation with purchases. So the way the circle works here is causes sign up with us. We give them an ecosystem. They encourage their supporters to join. And then we merchandise using, you'll see as we go along here, using our online platform, a variety of tools and best practices. We have over 1,000 retail sponsors in the system today. As advertising and sales occur in the platform, we provide tax-free royalties and donations to the causes. And we always give more than we keep. Obviously, we're a business. We need to fund and keep our business active. But, you know, as a rule, we always donate or pass across more than we keep. So what does CauseNetwork offer you? First, we're tapping into that new cause marketing funding source. Second, it's easy to expand your donor base by sharing. Because we offer specials, exclusive deals, it's easy for members to share information, and sometimes that's a lot easier than asking a friend for a check. Benefit of savings is free to you and to your supporters. So all the causes are in for free, all supporters come in for free, and it's the retailers and the businesses that are doing the advertising that are paying the way. We provide a variety of ways for you to promote your brand and mission across the web, email, social media. We'll show you some of that. Some of the things you get, we have a branded Priceline travel site, and you'll see that we have a way to automate the donations and discounts for users, and shortly you're going to see a mobile app from us. Again, the funding comes from over 1,000 sponsors that are already in the system. And just as an example, you'll see that some of you may be familiar with Amazon Smile. Amazon Smile typically asks you to register your charity, and they give 0.5% every time you send one of your supporters there. Well, we actually donate 5% on every Amazon purchase. So every $100 that one of your supporters spends on Amazon means $5 to you. Our goal here, since we put the cause first in every situation, is we want to provide you the support you need without adding overhead or adding any costs, and we never want to compromise your support base or the integrity of your cause. This is just a quick overview of what you'll see. I'm going to show you one example of one of our online marketplaces. We send out weekly emails and social media messages that you can post, that we post. Like I said, a mobile app is coming out shortly. We have a web app. We call it Donation Automation. It plugs right into your browser, and I'll show you an example of that. And the messaging is your messaging. This is your marketplace. So really, we try to take and make this yours. You're in control of the retailers that are in the system. We can delete retailers if there's a conflict with any of your sponsors. The messaging on emails, the images on the site, all of that, it's all controlled by you. Participating stores and some of the things that we do that's above and beyond what's been done before. All of our sales and coupons are current. We make sure that every day we're watching over our store and the offers that are in our system, make sure that everything is as good or better than what you can find on the web, anywhere on the web. We've got a wonderful relationship we just recently launched with Priceline. So every cause, no matter how small, can get they have their own Priceline travel site. And we just had a small cause out in Loudoun County here that recently one of their supporters booked a vacation, and that one act raised over $250 for the cause. There's an Amazon search bar directly on the front page of your site, so you can go there and get directly to parts, pieces, and products right in Amazon quickly. We even built a textbook engine for students and people who have students. And this year we're going to be adding a gift card platform and some improved computer and electronic pricing as well. One of the things to keep in mind is that we do go out and negotiate exclusive deals specifically for the causes. So there are commissions that get paid through sales of products in the platform. Once we establish a relationship with retailers, we then connect with them, go to their cause marketing people, and ask for specific increased donations to make this move the needle for you guys. So how do we work together? This is really about our partner program. What we do is manage the platform, engage with all the retailers, and make sure that all the trains are running on time, everything's up to speed, and it's easy for everybody to use all the different tools and pieces of our platform. And when we're working with our causes, we have best practices and templates because we don't want to add any overhead to you guys. What we ask of our causes is to take us into their existing channels of communication with their support base and really just to push membership. The key here to raising money is the number of members that we can get into the system who allow us to be a part of their lives so we can help support you. Together, we work with every cause to set some goals, make the messaging fit, and then maintain a consistent process that constantly builds on the income stream for your cause. So one of the questions is, how much money can we help you raise? What we've got here is a couple of bullet points. First of all, like I said, this is all going to depend on membership. We need to engage people in order for us to be able to move products and generate donations. More than 50% of the commissions and advertising go to you. We've introduced advertising on the site, and we're going to be selling ad space, which is something that we're anxious, looking forward to doing. We think it's going to generate a lot more revenue for everybody. And then we have featured sponsors on the site. When you visit one of the sites, you'll see them. They're the ones that are prominent. And we always get special donations out of them. And on average, active members, we think, last year when we launched toward the end of last year, we found that we're capturing a certain percentage of active members in every audience we touch, and it varies, but we expect the per person purchase volume to go up as a result of our recent release of the web app and our upcoming release of the mobile application. We've already seen an increase in member spending just because of our price line introduction. So one of the ways to estimate this is for you to work with your CauseNetwork partner manager, figure out what your real reach is through social media, through email, and to come up with an estimate of how many people you feel we can touch. We'll give you our guess on how many of those we can turn into members. We'll work toward getting that membership going and then merchandising to people. But, this 4% is a conservative number. Like I said, it's, we give 5% on Amazon alone, and we have lots of merchants who give 8, 10, even more. So, donations can be substantial. I will point out that this is, and I have to put a disclaimer in here to make sure everybody understands, the income that we generate is, we believe, tax-free income for all of you. And the reason is that our agreements really outline that we're licensing your logo, and we're paying you for that license. And that royalty is tax-free. We recommend that everybody validate that. We can tell you that we've had partners who are concerned with that, who are in the system and are using this today, and they're claiming this tax-free income, and they've gotten the same information from their accountants as we have, so we're pretty comfortable with it. So this shouldn't affect your status in any way. We've got about, I want to say, 40 causes in since we launched in December, and the number's growing every week. Some national organizations like United Cerebral Palsy, Parkinson's Foundation. We've got some colleges who are raising scholarship money, and we even recently signed up and launched an association called AFCEA, who's raising STEM scholarship money for a program that they have. So all solid organizations, all good causes, ranging from small to national, and we even have a way to deal with chapters. So working with us is as easy as we can make it right now. It's 5 easy steps. What we tell all the causes that we engage is simply go to the CauseNetwork page, CauseNetwork.com, fill out the form. It'll only take a few minutes, and upload your logo, put your mission in there. Once that's done, once it's submitted, we do an initial check on the cause. And we understand that everybody is not a 501(c), so we'll do some research into everyone who joins because we don't want to fund unworthwhile causes. And once it's verified, you're going to hear from one of the people in our organization. We'll set up a sample site for you and request a kickoff meeting. And in that meeting, we'll talk about refining your site, putting together a launch plan, and building out membership. After we start, we have a regular program and a whole set of best practices and regular templates for correspondence that we've put together, that we've worked with other partners. Our goal at that point is absolute minimum overhead for your organization. Again, this is no cost to you. And we put out reports on a regular basis, twice a month, to let you know the traffic that's going through the site, money that's being raised, purchases, and that about covers it. So we can move to questions and answers. Happy to address any questions that anyone might have. And here's a way for you to get started and a couple of email addresses if you have additional questions that you want to take offline. I'm more than happy to talk to you. And we're really excited about working with United Charitable Programs. They have a wonderful set of causes, and this is a real easy thing for us to do with them. And so thanks to them for giving us this opportunity to get in front of you all.
Yep, thank you so much, Glenn, for your presentation and introducing this new fundraising tool to our programs. We do have a couple questions here, so let me read them off to you and see if you can answer them. Let me go through the questions here. Okay, first question is, this sounds similar to Ebates, except the money goes to my nonprofit. Is that a correct analogy?
That's a very good analogy, actually. And again, I think that the difference is that we go out and negotiate same way they do, with the same intention, but we're going after a different budget. So once we're able to engage, in the end, once we're able to engage a retailer and they understand that they're not just getting an audience, they're getting a loyal audience, and they're getting the ability to actually support a cause and improve their brand, we see a vast opportunity here to really improve on both the size of the donations and the pricing. But yes, it's a similar system. We're getting direct deals, we get exclusive deals like they do, and yeah, the money goes to your cause.
Okay, great. The next question is, do you have an example site that I can see?
You're a great straight man or woman, whoever asked it. So can everybody see my screen?
Just click on the hand icon if you can. Yep, looks like it's good.
Okay, so this is the main page, main CauseNetwork page. And to register your cause, you could just jump in down here. And I'll show you two examples of sites, one big, one small, both doing well. So we have United Cerebral Palsy here, and you'll see that we've customized the site to meet their needs. There's some examples of donations. Okay. And down here on the bottom we have your Amazon search. Here's the Hope site, and I won't take you through, I won't put you through the torture of watching a video here, but we have a little video for consumers when they first visit the site and they're not members to sign up, encouraging them to sign. It's a quick education, and you can see to join it's really just an email address and a password, and you're up and running. So next question, and then I can show you how the browser bar works.
Yeah, let's see, we'll just have a few more here, just a couple, and then the rest of the questions can be answered offline. Not clear about the membership concept, can you please explain?
Yes. So we have some organizations, it's very easy for them to share their database with us and push membership. Ultimately, for us to be able to send merchandise and offers and deals, if you would, on a regular basis, we need people to opt in. So we'll need an email address so we can engage the people that are in your support base, that are in your database. So membership in the CauseNetwork simply means they sign up, become a member here, and that gets us into their lives so that we can touch them on a regular basis. There's no cost, and they can opt out anytime they want.
Okay, we'll just do 2 more questions here and then finish up the presentation. I do not see any faith-based causes. Do you support faith-based causes?
Absolutely.
Okay, and one more question.
We just recently launched, and we've got a bunch in the pipeline. And I know we're talking to Catholic Charities and several others as well. We've got a bunch that we're confident that are going to join and jump in the next several weeks. So I think you'll start to see more faith-based causes over the next several weeks.
Okay. And then one last question. Since my program is sponsored by UCP, will the site be branded to my program, or will it look like UCP?
No, it'll be branded to your program. We think the most powerful piece of this entire puzzle is the credibility that your logo carries. Every individual logo means something to their supporters, right? So your logo also means something to the retailers that are out there. They want to be able to, if you think about it from a business's perspective, all right, they can only support, in the normal donation scheme of things, so many causes. Well, the way we've built this and our reason for doing this is to make the market, the entire donation market, a lot more efficient. This platform, our business, our mission is to make all this more efficient so more money ends up with the cause. So having your logo and being able to put your logo next to the Amazon or the Best Buy or the Priceline logo is what's important. When the people at Priceline saw what we were doing, they looked at it and said, I get this. I can support all these causes, and you're going to work to put me in front of them. We're in. So.
Okay. We did have a few more questions, but we'll go ahead and answer them offline. And if you just want to finish up the presentation. And then
I just thought I'd show you the kind of, so one of the things that we recently introduced is our browser bar. And you'll see up here is a little CauseNetwork logo, right? And that allows for you to check for coupons, go directly to Amazon. But it also does this. If we go to Google, and I've got this installed, and I do a search on Best Buy, watch what happens. You'll see that we show up right here with Best Buy. 3% donation from Best Buy, and in order to capture it, it prompts you to log in if you're not logged into the system, and it takes you to the deal of the day for Best Buy or for whatever retailer there is. And again, we have over 1,000 retailers in here, so I'm going to log in. You'll see it'll take me right to the deal of the day. And this is what I meant when I said this is what we call donation automation, and it gets you right to the best deals, automates both the discounts and the donations so we can meet the needs of your supporters and yours. So, as we start working with every cause, we'll engage to promote the web application and our mobile app, and we're really excited about the release of our mobile app because it's going to enable us to actually let one of your supporters download a coupon when they're in a store, or notify them when they're near a store that's a participating merchant, and actually collect the donation for you when they make a purchase at a retail location. which we think is pretty exciting. So I think that's it. That covers it. And, back to contact information. Feel free to contact us or Julie at UCP, and we'll be happy to answer any of your questions. We'd love to have you jump on board. We're really interested in finding a few causes initially inside of UCP that we can work with and dedicate some effort to, because we'd like to make you successful. So obviously, so we can be more successful within UCP and spread the word. So we look forward to talking to you guys.
Great. Thank you so much, Glenn, for taking the time out of your day to present this new fundraising tool to our programs. I just want to let our programs know as well, thank you for attending this webinar. We do have a few other webinars planned or coming up soon. If you go to our website at unitedcharitableprograms.org and click on the Education Center, it's under Quick Links on the left side of the page. You will see a list of all upcoming webinars. All right, thank you, everybody. Have a good afternoon. Bye-bye.
Stephanie, thank you.